Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video here today. Divorced single mothers, absolutely hilarious, from a channel called Manosphere. Let's jump right into it.
When I got divorced, it was difficult to imagine what my life would look like.
I don't look at my dating life as a failure. I also don't look at my 10-year marriage ending as a failure.
What do you mean? Of course it was a failure, man. These women are going out here, divorcing their husbands of 10 plus years, ruining their marriages, ruining their families, and then trying to claim that it wasn't a failure. Okay, sure.
When my husband left, there was an immediate sense of relief. I want to take a moment and read this comment. All I heard was, blah, blah, blah. I left my husband because my happiness was more important than my kids' well-being, and I'm a selfish person and a miserable wife. I'm 38, I'm single. That's by choice because I left my 10-year marriage because I experienced a lot of psychological abuse. First dates are just supposed to be a vibe check. Are you actually attracted to the other person? Is there some chemistry? Can you have fun together? I'm 38 and single, and I would never go on a walk or a hike date for a first date. I have done.
Yeah, of course, right? Because you're too good for that. I see this so many times. Women will be like, yeah, I only accept a certain type of man. He has to take me out on this kind of date. He has to take me out on dinners. I refuse to accept a coffee date. I refuse to accept a walk date. Meanwhile, these are women who are like 38 years of age, ruined their marriage, so they're divorced. They have children. They have a whole bunch of baggage, and yet they're making demands about the type of dates that men take them out on. Make that make sense, man.
Full background checks on men before first dates. I only date great men, and I only have positive experiences while dating.
Okay, where's your relationship then? Where's your ring? Where's your marriage? Again, guys, I see so many women trying to convince you that they're doing great. Oh, yeah, my dating life is going great. What do you mean dating life? It's not a marathon, woman.
Positive experiences. I dated this guy and we were having like kind of the exclusivity talk, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna delete my dating apps, and he's like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep mine. I did it again. I begged a mediocre man to love me when he obviously did not have the emotional capacity to do so. And what's so frustrating is that I have to learn this lesson over and over and over. I have
so many positive relationships, so many great men.
Stayed in relationships far too long, even though I know they're not the one.
You never even had relationships to begin with. What are these women talking about? Yeah, nobody wants to take you seriously. Nobody wants to date you. You're a divorced single mother. But I'm sorry, I thought you were having fantastic dating experiences. I thought things were going swimmingly for you. I'm not really understanding what the issue is here, man.
Because they're consistent at some things, even though they're lacking majorly in other departments.
I think that maybe if this woman spent less of her time yapping on TikTok and more time taking care of her skin, she wouldn't come across as a complete witch, and maybe people would actually empathize with her. Guys, I don't want you to be a witch either, which is why today's video is sponsored by Tiege Hanley. Guys, Tiege Hanley is a skincare company dedicated to creating straightforward skincare solutions for men. Their systems are designed to be incredibly easy to use, so perhaps if you're someone watching this, you're a male womanist and you're a bit dense, even you have the chance to follow along. Tiege Hanley offers various skincare systems to help improve your skin, but personally I recommend starting with their level 1 system. It has a face wash, it also has an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer as well, which is everything you need to get started with your simple skincare routine. I personally use Tiege Hanley's level 1 system since even before they sponsored the channel, which means I think they are a great recommendation that I can make to you guys. And guys, here's the proof. Don't just take my word for it. If you head on over to their website and you take a look at the reviews, you will find a ridiculous amount of positive 5-star reviews from all over the world. I'm going to put some reviews up on screen now for you to take a look at as well. And guys, because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering an incredible deal exclusively for you. Just click the link in the video description now to get 40% off of your first box plus a free gift as well. Plus, as a member of Teens Hanley, you will also get 20% off of your future purchases. So guys, don't hesitate any longer. Check out the link in the video description to start your skincare journey today. But anyway, let's get back to today's episode.
I'm not against dating men in their 20s as a 38-year-old. This
38-year-old. She acts like a teenager. She talks like a teenager when she's 38. I don't get how men stand to be with her for more than a few seconds. I don't get it.
This circumstance, it was still a great date. He was a great young man, and we run in the same circles, so the conversation was good. Unfortunately,
That's another red flag if you hang out in the same circles as 22-year-old single men when you're a 38 single mother with kids. That's a big red flag.
Yeah, why are you hanging out in that crowd anyway? Just by the way, guys, there was a point I missed earlier. Don't you just love how these women always try and call you like emotionally, like you're emotionally insecure, or like you lack emotional intelligence and things like this, if you don't want to commit to them? I just love all of the shaming language that comes out. Maybe the man didn't commit to you, not because he lacks emotional intelligence or whatever, word salad she said earlier. Maybe he just doesn't want to date you because he doesn't like you. You ever think about that? They never think about that. It's straight to the shaming languages, right? And guys, again, I'm all for the insults. I don't mind a good insult every now and then, but at least make it make sense, right? Or at least back yourself up logically before you start throwing out the insults,
just doesn't have the experience and the emotional intelligence that I require from someone, and we just weren't compatible. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong to adding another body to my body count. It was a pleasant experience.
Like the third date, I do like to suggest like going to either his house or my house to have like a drink, maybe watch a movie.
I want to teach my kids how to be emotionally intelligent, emotionally strong and resilient. And so I choose to talk to my kids about my dating life.
What the hell?
Introduce them to people.
There are so many red flags in this woman. I don't get why would a man want to date her. If you want to date a woman like this, you're a very big simp.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
Sitting in the car waiting for my son's football game to start, and all the parents are looking at me like I'm crazy. Like they're all walking by. You guys calm down. Okay, I'm making Instagram reels. Everyone does this. It's not like I'm talking to myself or something.
No, madam, not everybody makes Instagram reels. Not everybody is out here seeking attention like you. In fact, most people don't make Instagram reels, I would argue. I mean, a lot of crazy women like you make them, but like, how old is this woman? She's like probably in her 40s or something, late 30s. And she's on Instagram making reels. Like, what are you doing? Shouldn't you, in a few years, shouldn't you have grandchildren or something? I don't know. Why are you on Instagram?
I'm going to do this one with no teeth.
Always feels better that way.
Here's how to manifest your dream man as a single mom.
No. Next.
What? No, we gotta run that back. Excuse me? Not this clip, the next one.
Here's how to manifest your dream man as a single mom.
No.
That is wild, guys. Imagine men were out here and we're like, yeah, here's how to manifest a model, right? And you're overweight, you don't have a job, and you have no friends. But you know what, guys? It's time to manifest a supermodel woman girlfriend. These women are so delusional, man. So delusional.
No. Next.
I am manifesting that this video only reaches the people that are
Did he
on the
just
brink
skip
of the
the clip?
greatest up
I think he
level of
did.
their entire life. So if this video
Okay, so you failed, ma'am. You just reached me.
I feel like people are going to disagree with me on this one, but I love when guys order for you on a date. Not pick what you eat, but he asks what you're going to get. When the waiter comes, he tells the waiter your order and his order in one thing.
Yeah, this is common sense. This is what I've always done on all of my dates.
So I saw a comment on one of my videos
that said, sure, I'm sure you don't get alimony or child support. And fun fact, I actually don't get any of the above. I wish that I would.
She doesn't need that money, guys, because she does only Sims.
The more and more time that goes by, as me being a single mother, I have realized the following: that my peace is my power.
What? What are these women even saying, man? Your peace is your power. I guarantee you this woman is not peaceful whatsoever. Men avoid you because your life is quite literally the opposite of peace, and they would have to take on, you know, the responsibility of another chaotic little being in addition to you. It's crazy, man. Single mother rants on TikTok, Instagram Reels. I love how we get gaslit, by the way, into thinking that this is normal. Yeah, guys, you aren't out here recording your TikTok videos. You're not out here recording your Instagram Reels. Oh, hell no, I'm not. What is this? Newly single, mother of two.
Become a mum. I never imagined being here as a single mum.
Cuatro palabras. No condom, no nada.
I'm 24, single mom of two, and I just lost everything. Hi, my name's Bria. Nice to meet you. That was me about 3.5 years ago. Went through a very, very ugly divorce, walked away with absolutely nothing but my two precious children, and I'd do it all over again.
Yes, walk away with nothing, but I stole the kids. Yeah, the classic, guys. You know, what a helpless victim. The odds were stacked against her. She didn't take any of his money because, you know, she's a saint. She only took his kids, guys. And they wonder why dudes don't want to get married, man. They wonder.
I once was dating a disgusting man that told me that women lose their value when they have children, even though he had 3 children and 2 baby mamas. He told me that single men that don't have kids don't want a woman with children already.
Yep.
Yeah, he was correct.
Every time I brought up a debate, he would tell me that even though I have a master's degree doesn't mean that I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
So true. Just by the way, there are so many women who think this. Oh, I have a master's degree, therefore I'm intelligent. Okay, sure. I mean, I don't buy it. I don't think many people buy it. I think a lot of these pieces of paper are completely useless. So there's that. Number 2, the guy is right. You know, a lot of single guys, they're not going to be, especially if they don't have kids, they're not going to be interested in you if you do have children. Now, just by the way, women are allowed to have their own preferences. If you don't want to date a man who has kids, that's fine. He's just making an observation. I see this also when, you know, women are out here trying to claim that men have had too many partners as some sort of like gotcha, right? Oh, he's been with too many women. But when do you actually see women disqualify men because of the amount of women that they've been with? I don't think I've ever actually seen that. Men will certainly disqualify you, so the women get all triggered about it and they get very frustrated and try and apply the same thing to men, but they never actually follow through. Just thought I'd bring that up. Let's continue.
Of women initiate.
Master's degree doesn't mean that I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
True.
68% of women initiate divorce. This is just an opinion as to why I think it's happening.
Okay.
What men want has not changed. Men want a nurturing partner to produce offspring and a peaceful home. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a man. On the flip side, what women want and what is expected of them has changed. I fell into this trap that I can do anything that my husband can do but better. I can have a career like a man but act like a woman and then take care of everything in the house.
You can.
Because according to Instagram, it's possible. According to feminism, if I'm not doing it, then I'm cutting myself short.
Yeah.
And according to other women, if I don't have a job, I don't have value. According to magazines, if I don't look good while doing it, then I'm a lazy slob. When I was trying to do all the things, I kept thinking to myself, man, I need a wife.
If you go back a few
Just by the way, guys, this is what women fought for. You know, you're liberated. I thought you were supposed to do everything. Go out there, join the workforce, have a great time until you're 70. It's not my problem. Guys, this is what women have been arguing for a long time. I want to be able to go out there and do everything that a man can. I want to be able to go out there and work. Okay, go out there and work. You know what comes with working? Paying your own bills, you know, paying taxes. Have fun with that. Have fun with the responsibilities that come along with those privileges. But of course, and again, like a lot of women don't even want to work in the first place. They think that they do, And so they end up going out there, joining the workforce, and then they're like, wait a minute, I just want to stay at home in a house that a man pays for and make cookies. But guess what? It is too late. It is too damn late. Go out there, enjoy the workforce, have a great time. That is what you were liberated for. Let's continue.
A few TikToks ago, you know that I was dating this guy, and
I was not
just
listening.
thought he was so amazing. And honestly, I still don't have anything to say he is not amazing. Our time together was fantastic. I thought it was
Okay, so why are you not still together?
something so great and special and different, and something I had prayed for and needed in my life. Joke's on me, because on a random Tuesday, he decided he didn't see a future with me.
Yeah, you failed to secure a relationship up front, and then you're completely surprised. I love how Manosphere is he's just sitting here and he's thinking to himself, man, this woman's an idiot.
Still a little bitter about that one. But
And the next guy has to deal with her bitterness towards men because this guy didn't want her.
yeah, I went into this kind of fully, because I had the last year have worked on myself after ending a 5-year relationship. So I was ready to let someone back into my life.
Ah, yes, guys, that's exactly what men want. We want the ability, you know, I see this all the time. Oh, I've done my healing. I'm ready for a real man now. I mean, that's nice. The real men don't want you. Wait, you mean to tell me that, number one, you ruined your relationship of 5 years, and now you waited another 5 years, and now I'm expected to take you seriously because you're ready? I mean, make it make sense to me, man. Also, by the way, all these women, they always talk about, I've done my healing and I've worked on myself. I mean, I guarantee you not one of them has set foot on a treadmill, for example. It's all working on yourself in the sense that it doesn't make any sense at all. There's no actual doing things to work on yourself, maybe improve how you look or improve your attitude and things like this. It's all just narcissism. That's all that it is. Women just become a lot more entitled as they become older. You know, they don't try and lower their body fat percentage to improve themselves. They don't try and humble themselves to improve their attitude. If anything, it just gets worse over time.
Someone back into my heart, eventually introduce them to my kids, all of this good
stuff. Oh, lovely.
But I feel really burned and disappointed, and I don't really want to feel that way anymore. And after meeting this person, I just don't feel like I want to meet anybody.
Yeah, you're attached to him.
I have deleted all of the dating apps. I am done. I don't think there's any good that comes out of it.
She'll be right back. Rest assured, guys, all of the women that say that they're deleting dating apps because they were frustrated because they can't get commitment from some highly attractive, super wealthy guy. Make no mistake, they all reinstall the applications.
So I'm just gonna meet someone organically. So if the universe wants to send me,
so she's still going to meet a man, but just organically, because the man that you will meet organically for sure won't lie to you just to get what they want. No.
I was a single.
I mean, I'm going to slightly disagree with Manosphere here. I mean, I think even when dudes are honest, women will still go ahead and break their hearts. You know, you have Chads out here, you have the dudes who are the top percentage of men that all of these women are chasing, and you can be completely upfront, transparent, and honest with these women, and they will still try and chase you, right? I don't want anything serious, not looking for a relationship, and then the woman will sit there, she'll nod, and she'll go, okay, no problem. And then she still pushes for commitment and cries about it and deletes her dating applications in a fit of rage. You know, it does. If the guy's dishonest, I mean, going to happen. If the guy's honest, it's still going to happen. Women just can't help themselves in this way, man.
Mom for a really long time, 14 years, and do you know what happened because of that? I got really used to never asking for help because I didn't want people to think I was weak. I didn't want people to think I couldn't do it. And then life had this.
They all try to act like men. If men can do it, so can I.
Way of just forcing me into asking for help, which I hated, by the way.
So I was talking to one of my friends, and she expressed that she was kind of nervous about dating.
Okay.
See, she had a child about 3 years ago, and now she was ready to get back on the dating scene.
What's the bet? This woman is talking about herself.
But she was apprehensive that a lot of guys would be turned off that she had a child.
True.
Sweetie, you need to find yourself an African man. Because if y'all don't know, African men don't give a f. If you're pretty, if you can cook, and if you have a fat, they're white than that. See, the way...
Yeah, so if you just look for looks in a woman and everything else doesn't matter because she knows how to cook and she looks good, you're a big simp. There are other more important things to look for in a woman than how good she looks or how good she cooks, because the looks don't last, and I can teach anybody to cook. It's not that hard.
Just by the way, a lot of these women can't cook anyway. Right? They try and advertise themselves as wife material, like, I can cook, I can clean. No, they can't. They're completely hopeless at it. And just by the way, I do agree with this. You know, there's always going to be some simp who's going to come along and have a relationship with one of these single mothers and things like this. I think those guys lack self-respect, but there's always going to be that guy. The problem that modern women have who are single mothers and divorced is it's never going to be the man that they want. So what happens is they'll go out here, they'll get some simp, and then they'll treat him like trash, and then they'll cheat on him with some other dude because she always feels like she deserves better than that man. You see what I'm saying?
Think about it is, not only is she fine, not only can she cook, not only does she have a fat ass, but she's fertile. Oh, I'm wiping that. And not only that, I'm gonna shoot up the club again. So single ladies, if you're apprehensive about dating, find your...
I will say this again. A man that has options, that can choose between a woman with kids and a single woman without kids, they will always choose the single woman. Just think about it like this. If there were two versions of her, exactly the same, but one had kids and one didn't, they would always choose the one without the kids.
yourself a good African man.
So I found after being in a 17-year relationship, dating in your 30s, 40s plus, as opposed to dating in your 20s, is a whole different game.
Who would have thought?
So when you're younger, you're carefree, you take risks, you're vulnerable, you grab life by both hands. When you're older,
you look for a beta sim that has money.
You've got responsibilities, you might have children, you've got your career, you've got your friends, hobbies, interests, all of those things which are really important, which you should maintain if you are in a relationship, because it's important for both people to keep their identities. But I found that...
I always hear this argument, by the way, from women who are just not interested in the men that they date. I want to be viewed as a separate entity. I want to keep my independence. It's like, okay, don't be in a relationship then. These women they're so ridiculous, guys. They want to, you know, as soon as a woman starts not wanting to identify with you, she doesn't respect you. She's not attracted to you. The women who are highly attracted to you, who are actually interested in you, they want to be seen as like an inseparable item. You see, they don't want to be seen as two independent people. That's just the way I view it anyway. But yeah, of course, right? She's 30 plus, guys. She's got her kids now. She has responsibilities. So now what she's looking for is she's looking for a paycheck.
As we do get older and we've had these past experiences, maybe negative experiences, cause us to have limiting beliefs about ourselves, or
exactly how I said in the past. Older women have more baggage, more trauma from previous relationships, and they will compare you to each guy from her previous relationship. Yep. And you have to do better than each guy that she's ever been with.
Or about relationships in general, so we put guards up. Problem is with the limiting beliefs, they do manifest. So sometimes I think we should go back to that state where we...
When I hear a woman talking about manifestation from the start, I stop listening.
You knew I needed a liver. They do DNA tests to make sure things line up. 20 years, he's not mine.
Nah, this ain't right.
You named him AJ.
I know what I named him.
He's not mine.
Yeah, this ain't right. This can't be right.
So they lying. The blood's lying and you telling the truth.
Yeah. This ain't right.
The people there that did the test, the DNA test, just have a vendetta against her. She's telling the truth. She wouldn't lie.
Yeah, you know, guys, what you've got to understand is that the blood, right, is out here conspiring against the woman. You see what I'm saying? So this dude went and got a DNA test. He had a 20-year-old son. Turns out that the son is not his at all. And then the woman just sits there, completely calm, and says that the DNA test is inaccurate. I mean, that is crazy. And this guy already knows. You see, he was referencing the son's name. He already knows that this kid is named after some other dude. And that's the way it goes, guys. Women will go out here, cheat on you, then have a kid to another guy, claim that it's yours, and then name it after the dude that they cheated on you with. And people like to pretend like this doesn't happen. It absolutely does happen. Now, not every woman's going to do this, obviously, but this is something that is actually really quite common.
I mean, what do you want me to say? Like, what do you want me to say?
What can you say? What,
I mean, what do you want me to
what
say?
Can you say?
I mean, I didn't know about none of this.
From the start, why are you in a relationship with a woman that yells more than you, that yells louder than you? She's the man in that relationship, my guy. I don't know how men don't see the red flags. From the start, when you had your first argument and you see her scream louder than you, she's not a woman that you can make a wife from. And you have the proof right here. She cheated on you.
I tell you what, I'm out.
You out?
Yep.
You and AJ.
Get out.
Change his name.
I'm changing nothing.
Get
That's
out.
my name.
Your son.
That's my
That's
name.
your son.
That's not my...
Yes, it is. I don't care what this paper says. I don't care what this paper says.
Holy hell, what is with the yelling, man? Right? The woman is the one in the wrong, but she's somehow the one that's screaming. Get the hell out. Take this kid and get the hell out.
That's your son.
Nope.
20 years?
That's not my son.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
That's not my son.
Yes, it is.
It ain't?
Yes, it is.
I'll tell you what.
Tell me what?
I'll be back tomorrow.
Get your stuff
I need
out.
you and all y'all stuff out my house.
We not going nowhere.
I bet you go somewhere.
We're not going nowhere.
I tell you what.
We not going nowhere.
I tell you what. Be here tomorrow if you want to.
I bet I will. I bet I will.
Yeah, call the police,
Can
get
you
her out.
see how masculine she is? She actually thinks she's tougher than a man. How do men not see this as a red flag? How ignorant can you be, my guy? How desperate can you be?
At the moment, I'm not dating because I'm focused on raising my daughter, and I just have a lot going on right now. It would honestly be impossible for me to add dating into the equation.
Okay, then why are you making a video about dating if you can't date? Nobody cares then.
When I am ready to start dating, something that I've thought about is when would be a good time to tell the person I'm dating that I have a child.
I mean, let's be honest, put it up front, put it in your dating profile on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, all of it, right? The dude is going to ditch you. Here's what's going to happen. A lot of guys are not going to want to date you or have a relationship with you if you have a child. Women like to somehow try and sneak this in after the fact, but the fact of the matter is, dudes are going to opt out when they see this.
Like, is that something you tell someone on the first or second date, or?
Yeah, they should know that because most men would try to avoid a single mother.
That way too soon? Like, should the focus for the first month of dating just be on getting to know each other before you spring something like that on them?
Yes, guys, I can't wait to date a woman for an entire month, and then she finally comes and tells me that she has a child.
Then I feel like if you wait a month or longer, that it feels like you're hiding it. And I definitely don't want them to think that I was hiding it because I'm like embarrassed about it or something. But I also wouldn't want to invest too much time, energy, and effort on dating and getting to know someone just for them to find out I have a kid and run away.
Then tell him from the first date. Tell him before you go on the first date.
Yeah, so many of these women are completely and utterly lost. Oh, I divorced my husband, I ruined our relationship, now I'm a single mother. Why don't men want to date me? I can't possibly imagine why. But guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your own thoughts and comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.